What's good, YouTube? It's King Fox back with another video, but this time it's going to be a little bit different. I'm going to be doing my movie review to Dolemite is my name. So I just recently watched this movie. I think it was yesterday actually, or 2 days ago, but I've been wanting to talk about the movie. Now I'm not no professional movie reviewer. I don't even watch a ton of movies, but this was something that I had to watch, you know. Now I don't really know too much about black exploitation of films. I didn't know too much about Dolemite or nothing like that, but I seen Eddie Murphy in it, and I'm really glad that I did check it out, man, because it was an excellent movie. You know, as far as how he was acting, it was great. The cast, they had Mike Epps in it. They had the guy from Unbreakable, Kimmy Schmidt. I never really watched too much of that, but I remember I used to see him in it. Who else did they have? What's his name? Wesley Snipes was in it, and the lady who was in it too, she did a fantastic job too, who was his protege. But basically the movie is about Eddie Murphy as Dolemite, or his name was, I think it was like Rudy Ray, and he works at a record shop. That's supposed to be like, you know, just his day job until he gets his career going off, you know. And I identify with this so much because, like, I work all of these jobs that I've worked throughout my life to try to really set me up to be able to do what I really want to do. And like right now, at the job that I'm at, like a lot of people, they go into jobs and be like, oh, what's all the benefits and how they can move up into the job. I never went into a job like that because I knew that's not what I really wanted to do. You know, and so many people tried to convince me like my life is supposed to be so small and I'm just meant to basically work and get the little money that they give me and just spend my whole life at work and try to enjoy a day or two off. Like today, it's Saturday, and I gotta come in to work again, you know. And so it's gonna come into my Sunday too. But I'm doing these videos before I'm going to work, and I work a full-time job, and I'm working overtime mandatory. But just like him, he said this was just supposed to get him to where he wanted to be, and it really hit me when he said, "Why my life gotta be so small?" You know, and or when did his life be so small? Whatever it was, it's like that really touched me. You know, and he was just so innovative that stuff that people just was doing to be regular, like, okay, this is what we do to pass time. He looked at it as an opportunity to help propel him in his career. You know, and I really just enjoyed that movie so much, seeing how he bet on himself. You know, and it's so hard, and it's like you don't want to really risk everything sometimes because you be like, you know, you may have did it before and failed, or you just don't see like it working out. But I've always taken risks, you know, bet on myself before, and sometimes it works, sometimes it don't, you know. But it's all worth it because it's all you, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I really enjoyed about that. The women in the movie, that was also great. You know, I like that too. Just as far as visual go, you know, aesthetically, that's it. But yeah, when you talked about the lady, when he seen her, she basically her husband cheated on her for another woman, you know, and she like, oh well, you know, she was a bigger woman. She like, I'm not pretty or nothing like that, but she had talent. She could sing, she was funny, and she stuck with him. She was loyal, and I really appreciate that because Eddie Murphy, Rudy Ray, Dolemite basically, when he took upon that persona, and he went from doing his comedy thing, and he expanded to him making like his own little record, his own little album basically, and then to him making a movie, and it just was like legendary to me for a black man who basically was middle-aged. You know, he wasn't in the perfect shape. Even when he tried to go and get the little movie deal, they're like, you don't look like the other black people who like either big and strong or it's a good-looking black woman. Like that was against the typical, you could say, figure that they wanted. But he didn't care about that. He said his name was gonna be known, and he was ready. He even had some insecurities about him getting naked on film and trying to be sexy and stuff like that. But he did what he knew to be best, and he bet it all on himself. Whether he had to pay, you know, put himself in debt and pay for like the little place for him to be able to record the movie. And then while he was doing that, he had to live there. You know, he cleaned it all out, and he was just so genuine and so passionate, and he was so persistent that he drew people who wanted to just see him succeed. You know, when you get your all and you really getting out there, and it's like you're not taking no for an answer. Like they said, he the comeback kid. He gonna make it happen. And I just really like, just really inspired me, man, because I'm still relatively young, you know what I'm saying? I'm not old, but I'm not like how I was when I first came out of high school, you know, or even when I was in high school. And I remember when I first made these YouTube videos, and it was like, I think YouTube was a little bit bigger as far as if you wanted to like get bigger. You know, that was the time to do it, you know, some years ago when I started. But now it's like, everybody have already built their name. And so people, they going to those go-to people, like, okay, they have, you know, the technology to make it look good, but it could be a little bit more difficult, but I'm never gonna give up, just like he did, you know, until he see his name. You know, he was all for his people, and his people, they supported him. He wasn't trying to be the smartest, you know, he wasn't trying to make nothing fake. He wanted to make his vision. And like he said, no matter what those movie critics said about his movie, no matter if anybody bought that movie, even if it didn't get big, and it actually did get big, it broke records. Like they said, I think he made 11 more movies, and this was based off a true story. The whole point is, even if none of that did happen, he made a movie, you know, and that was just so amazing. He made his own movie. He starred in it, you know, and he got a team together, and he did it. And it's just like, it really moved me, man. And that's what I want to do. Like, no matter if I get 1 million subscribers or if I stay with my 164, I think I have now, 165. It's like, I can actually look on there and be like, I actually made a video. You know what I'm saying? And people could be like, oh, well, you know, anybody could do that. But not everybody ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? And I just like doing that. I like doing it. And I like what he did. And I aspire to do stuff like this. And I know it's gonna all come in time, and that's what I'm trying to do. But if you haven't seen the movie, man, especially as a black man, black woman, watch it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how young you are, and I don't know what your parents may allow you to watch if you're young. It has nudity in it. It has like cussing in it. It got, that's pretty much it. It's just language, and it's just the nudity. But I don't know if your parents cool with you watching it. But for all the adults, like I said, a black man and black women, you definitely need to watch that, because they want us to be so small. Like, they just want us to work these regular jobs. And even for anybody, you could take from it. But I'm just saying, this is for my black people. I want everybody to watch that, you know, so that you could be bigger than just what they want us to be out here, just bumming it. You know, out here just slaving for somebody else, and they taking up all our time. And that's why, even though I do spend about 12 hours of my waking hours either traveling to get to work, working, or traveling to get back home, or preparing for work, I take the time that I have to do what I love and to grow as a person. I still, you know, just read and do whatever I could do to better myself. And that's why I'm making these videos, and that's why I'm just steady, constantly looking about how I can improve as a man, you know, as King Fox. So I would give it a 5 out of 5 for me. You know what I'm saying? It was a great movie. So shout out to the movie, like I said. Let me know if you have seen it, what you thought about the movie. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and check it out. But I really appreciate y'all, and I thank you for just supporting me so far. I didn't really want to make this about me. It was supposed to be strictly the movie review, but I had to. It just touched me so much, man. So that's it. Appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.